So many of my white friends let's say, apologized for not speaking out earlier on issues relating to Black Lives Matters. And some have asked me to help them to understand. And the way that I respond to that is, you're not looking for an answer. You're not looking to understand, I'm sorry. You're looking for an answer to try to calm your fears and ease your discomfort. One of them even went so far as to tell me that I couldn't talk to them that way. And to which I responded, 2020 is a year of awakening for you and for me. And you can't tell us where to sit, where to walk, or how to speak to you. See, 2020 fucking matters. It's an awakening to, without asking permission, take down statues, demand legislation, hold businesses accountable for a racist past. Our spirits were awakened by George Floyd's cry for his mother's help, as if our souls were reconnecting with our ancestors' cry for freedom. And that was freedom from the knee on our necks. If you multiply 20 by 20, you get 400. There's been 400 years of beating, maiming, lynching, and killing. Freedom is what we've been asking for, but freedom from what? The laws that allowed you to literally cut off our slave hands and feet for trying to escape your corrupt virus of slavery. Laws that allowed you to leave your woman's bed and rape ours, forcing your blood into our family line, making all of us a dysfunctional family. Yet that wasn't enough for you. You broke families apart. You ripped innocence from children and left mothers heartbroken, fathers unable to protect their families to fulfill their desire to be a man in that family. All of this to build your desire to build a country you claim is yours and not ours. See, the freedom that we're talking about is the freedom from the slave patrollers who were hired to protect the thieves, or us, the so-called property, the slave from escaping in the night. It was that hunger for money that is as evident today as it was then. The culture puts money over the well-being of people, and that's what we keep seeing every day with the stories of death from a pandemic that your greed won't allow you to see by putting the police first, and it's destroying the country you claim to love so much. 2020 fucking matters so much that you refuse to let Harriet Tubman, a Black woman, appear on your $20 bill. A woman who was so elusive, stealing your slaves to freedom that you issued a reward of $40,000 for her capture in 1849, whether she was dead or alive. And if you take that into today's economics, it would be $1.3 million. She was pretty expensive. You couldn't let Colin Kaepernick peacefully bring attention to police brutality and racial inequality. It was like, how dare this nigger of white and African parents raised by white parents speak against you? Yet his graceful gesture has been repeated globally, even in the halls of Congress, which once legislated the very laws that allowed slavery to exist. 2020 does fucking matter. But if you don't get it, try this. I told you 20 times 20 equals 400, but now add this. 1619 to 1865, there were 246 years of slavery. From 1865 to 1964, there were 99 years of Jim Crow. From 1968 to the present day, 52 years of redlining, mass incarceration, and police brutality. See, the issue today is not about these largely peaceful protests. The issue is 400 years of a violent system that never was meant to protect Black Americans. See, 2020, as awful a year as it feels, is providing clarity by showing the world the racism in America. We've turned a corner and we won't go back. So now, how do we keep the momentum and make congressional Democrats historic legislation to reform police departments of law? We've got to vote in numbers that are too large to manipulate to win more than just the presidency. We need to win the Senate, the House, the state legislatures, the governor's races, and city councils. See, 2020 fucking matters. Look at the drastic political shift after electing the first African-American president. When you have power, you must then work harder to keep it. If you feel uncomfortable with my words, imagine how uncomfortable 20 slaves stolen from Africa felt in 1619 aboard the ship called the White Lion. For them, it was a ship from hell. And when they docked on Port Comfort, there was no comfort there at all for them. Ever since, it's been uncomfortable for the mother whose husbands and children were ripped away during slavery. Uncomfortable for the grieving mother who loses her child to another slave patrol. Police officer. If you're white and feel uncomfortable, imagine how we felt while you were silent these 400 years. If you want to help, do something. If you have children, make sure they have Black friends and others who are of color. Invite them into your home for something other than a party. If you have Black friends, invite them into your home just to hang out. Listen to them. Don't try to absolve yourself of guilt. Use your discomfort as a way to grow from it. Remember, America is a promise unfulfilled. She has a great deal of emotional baggage. She has potential, but a long way to go to fulfill her promise that all are created equal. But together, we can do this right now because 2020 fucking matters. This is America.